Hey guys, Jeff here, and I am way behind on things, so it is time for me to try entering the Blue Whale Lockpicking Club. I know that I am too late, that they are no longer doing patches, and you know how I love my patches. So let's start with a quick set for my white belt. Should be quick and easy, and it is. For my yellow belt, we've got the Master Lock 140, 141. And if it doesn't go with the number 2, let's go with the number 3. Yeah, I had really been excited about getting into the Blue Whale Challenge back a while ago, but then Charles Watt, if you missed it, got more people into it by having his Rake the Whale Challenge, which is when I started getting my little box of the locks. Little box of locks ready to make me practice to get through this. This one is never this much of a problem. But I've just had too many things getting in the way, and locks I've been practicing and trying to get through. But I just decided it was time. I gotta make this happen. Again, after Charles Watt got everyone into it, I saw that there was a post from Bandito Branzino, the guy who was running the Blue Whale Challenge, and said that they were out of patches. But I'm going to say that doesn't mean that we can't keep doing the challenge, just that there's nothing but bragging rights now. There we go. That is yellow. For orange belt, I've got an Avis C series, and I'm going to be completely honest here. I put this box together back in, I'm going to say December or something like that. Because I know it was a long while ago when Stu was doing the Rake the Whale Challenge. And I went through my locks then to see what I had that qualified. And this C series was the only orange belt that I had that I could actually pick. I've also got a Master Lock 150, which I've been able to cone pick. I think I've been able to rake it as well, but I've never been able to single pin pick it. And so this was the lock that made it into the box. As I was preparing for this video, I thought I should double check everything. And wouldn't you know it, the Avis C series has been reclassified. This is now technically a green belt lock. But it's all I got. And I mean, those belt rankings, how often do you guys check on those? Are they only changed at certain times of the year? How do you keep track of what's what, especially with as much as they move? So I am using this because it's what I got. It's what I've practiced with. And yeah, because I mean, if this one doesn't count, then I don't have any orange belts in my collection that I can actually single pin pick. Although it sure looks like I can't even single pin pick this one. I will also say that this is not my first attempt at making this video. I had another attempt, and this guy right here ate up so much of my time that actually I never even got it finished before my camera ran out of space on it. But there we go, we got it this time. Hoorah! Alright, on to American 1100, my old favorite here to cover my green belt. And I am using all sorts of different tensioners here, but I am just using number 2, number 3, and number 4 from the Reaper set. Still, you saw my video recently. These have been the picks I've been using the most, trying to get a feel for them. And, I mean, I'm not going to say that they're replacing my Jimmy Longs. I will say they've got me hankering for the flat hooks, just to compare them, because I feel like they're not exactly the same thing. They're close, they're similar, but they're not exactly the same thing. Alright, what is happening here? Usually this guy is given up by now and popped right open. But also, I guess usually I have done this with my Jimmy hooks instead of my Reaper set. Where's the counter rotation? Sorry for bumping you there. Got the camera set up pretty close here. I got it. Alright, getting some good clicks there. Which usually means it's spool hunting time. But I'm not finding my counter rotation. Right? Is that... It is amazing how much of a difference using different tools can make when it comes to your picking. And I mean, you guys know me, I love these tensioners, so the picks themselves are the only things really changing here. I think part of it is with my jimmies, I've got my short and my medium hooks. I just go back and forth between those. But I have a little bit of a harder time deciding with these 3 middle-of-the-road hooks on the Reaper set. Yeah, for Pete's sake. Who is Pete, and why do we do things for his sake anyways? That one's always bothered me. If you know that, please let me know in the comments down below. Number 1, it tells me that you've actually made it this far and you're still listening to me. And number 2, I know a lot of random stuff, but that's one that I don't feel like I've ever heard. Man alive. I think this is part of the point of the Blue Whale Challenge. By working your way through, you have to adapt to the different tolerances. You're doing harder locks after you've already been picking for a little bit, so you're not quite so fresh. All the different degrees of tension that are involved in this. I'm on number 3. I got my false set, which means there should only be like 1 left. My luck means it's right behind the tensioner, doesn't it? The tensioner that just won't stay in today for some reason. I've also found a few times recently when practicing this, I've fallen for the old 1100 problem of, oh man, that's a deep false set. Nope, it's unlocked and you just have to turn it a little further, you dummy. So I think I might be over tensioning just because I'm afraid of doing that right now. And it's just one of those days. If 1100 is giving me just as much grief as that Avis C series. What in the world is happening here? was hoping this was going to be one of my shorter videos. I've had too many long ones recently. One thing's for sure, if they were still doing the patches, if I can even complete this in time, I should say even if I can complete this at this rate, definitely wouldn't be getting any gold stars. Alright, forget this. I am going back to Jimmy's. I've got them right here. They are my old faithful. And I want to get this thing open already. It's funny how these feel so different after I've been using the Reaper set for so long. Both the handles and those rounded hooks. Okay, let's not drop that. I've also been picking a lot of things with more open keyways lately, which means that getting back into the 1100s where I pick off the little shelf on the left side is definitely a different feeling now. There we go. There was a good drop. What's happening here? The feedback is not anywhere as nice and clear as it normally is in this guy. I don't know whether to blame tools or just blame myself. I'm inclined to blame myself and just say I am out of practice. Didn't warm up on these. I had a time slot that was free, so I just decided, hey, let's see if I can make this happen. Oh, the house is quiet. Here's hoping that I can do the 98 Pro a whole lot faster than this, or else I'm having another video that doesn't make it just because I run out of memory on my camera. What in the world? Alright, we're going to reset. Didn't sound like anything fell, which means I wasn't set up right in the first place. Okay, this is feeling better, feeling more promising. In that false set, I will say that I know this tensioner doesn't fit quite right, so there's a little bit of slop, which is why I keep dropping it out of here. But it's my favorite, so I use it even when I probably shouldn't. Where is it? Okay, just double checking. I am not open yet. Oh man, did not expect this to turn into such a slog. Seriously, I'm blaming that Federal 90A. It has turned me into such a gorilla when it comes to tensioning. Because I had to tension that thing so freaking hard. But usually I am light on the tension. I feel like I'm having a hard time getting back into my old habits. Is that it? That was it. There we go. All right. There's that open. Quick little breather, stretch the hands. Let's see what we can do. Where's the right tensioner for my 90A Pro here? Let's go back to the Reaper. To the Reaper set, starting with number 3. See, this guy's just got such a wide open keyway. Of course. Get the 90A Pro faster than any of the others. But we did it. White, yellow, orange, green, and blue belt complete. That took way longer than it should have, but there we go. I have completed the Blue Whale Challenge. I have enjoyed watching everyone else's. I know some people have gotten way more creative using just one tensioner for the whole set, or doing all the different, who was it? They did all the different mechanisms. They did a lever, they did a disc detainer, they did all these different things. So, I mean, this feels boring by comparison, but it does mean I have achieved it. I've gotten the Blue Whale. Congratulations to everyone else that has gotten it. If you haven't tried this challenge yet, I encourage you to check it out. I will try to post up in the corner here a link to the original video that talks about the Blue Whale Challenge, so you can go and try it out yourself. And with that, I'll talk to you all